Hello everyone, this is the HappyAnimaidCafeManager here with another walkthrough episode for the game Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Okay, I ended the last bit of video at this part because I am stuck and I can't remember how to get past this part. I haven't tried showing off the attorney's badge yet. That a lawyer's badge? Oh my god, I should have thought about that in the last episode. I was gonna get ready to go on to GameFAQs to find out how to get through, but there's no need. Is that a lawyer's badge? Yeah, yes it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge. I get it. Huh? Yup, I got you figured out now. You're not Keith! Nick, now's our chance to clear things up. Sir? No, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. We're here to investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night. Please help us. Huh? A lawyer, huh? Please, mister. Alright, I'll help. But on one condition. What's that? When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle. We can't promise that. I can't make that promise. Is it that way? Any way to treat your old man? Bah! You want my help? You've come to the wrong man. Uh-oh. Now he's grumpy. Not to mention, he still thinks we're his kids. Maybe we should just lie and say we'll run his shop. Okay, we promise. Nick, are you sure about this? The first couple of times I said, okay, well, I promise, but we just got straight to the point. Nick, are you sure about this? Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? I guess so. That's my boy. Good for you, Keith. Wait, didn't I just say you too, Meg? Yes. You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know. Now, what was that you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly. Hello. Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? Polly, what's your name? Polly! Ah! Cute. Maya's found a new friend. He fell asleep. Polly, here's my only friend in the world. Isn't that right, Polly? Hello. Yup. Yup, I've seen this. You know something about this, sir? Yes? It's okay. You can call me Dad. Dad, you know something about this? Yup. The other night, out on the lake. Yes? I know all about that. I seen it. What? Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all. I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside, probably night. Yup. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. Then I heard another one. Bang! A little while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself. Yup. What did he say? Yup. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time. I promise. We need to know earlier than that. You know what? Little Terry was just here. Terry? Yep, the kid next door. You always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old coat, got himself some whiskers growing out of his face. He must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh wait, I had one more question. Huh? Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk! Don't forget DL-6. Squawk! Huh? What did she just say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL-6. Squawk! What? The DL-6 incident? Hey, Dad. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Why would that bird Polly know about DL-6? We have to figure out who that old man is. Oh, what? He locked the door from the other side. Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL-6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. December 26th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Hey pal, long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something, yeah? The boat caretaker. You know the boat rental shop down at Gourd Lake? Oh yeah. The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How do you... that was supposed to be a top secret. Do you know who that old man is, Detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lockhart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. Sounds suspicious. The DL-6 incident. Detective Gumshoe, please help us. Huh? We need to know about the DL-6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL-6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file, so I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you could convince me somehow that the DL-6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up. What's that? A parrot? The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident. That incident? DL-6. What? Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk! Don't forget DL-6. Squawk! Huh? I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL-6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL-6? Nick, you think he might be... I get ya. Sounds like you need information on the DL-6 incident. Through there is the station's records room. I'll give you a special permission to go in and find what you need. Alright, Way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we face Edgeworth's past. Police Department records room. Wow! It's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff quick. 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when we suddenly transferred, because of DL6. Nick, I found out where the file is. Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file. Case summary. Well, first I have to get the handle on the main fact, like a summary. Right. Summary. Found it. Here you go. December 28, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district court. What? Is this the same district court where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all of the lights went out. Wow, that was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours. That would be scary, like in the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors, well, one of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator. Victim data. Do you have data on the victim Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim, here, found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son Miles. Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was on the elevator with his father. From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon of a pistol was found in the elevator. A pistol has been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Huh? It sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Suspect data. Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy my mom got arrested. Hold on. This is it. The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi. He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. Hammond, the victim in our case? Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived. So much so he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in that elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? He may be closer than we think. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick! Are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? DL6 case file. Type reports retrieved from the records room. Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. To be continued, baby. December 27th, 10 a.m., District Courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well. No opening statement, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Bah! Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Witness, state your profession. I am the proprietor of the restaurant, The Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yup, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. I'm not really sure. Yup? What do you mean? My, memory, Your Honor. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but in the incident in question that took place 3 days ago, he can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then. Shall we witness? The night of the murder. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yup. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yup. When I looked out in the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. And then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and the man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like you to begin the cross-examination. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict, now! Yes, Mr. Wright. Cross-examination. No way I'm giving up here. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. You'll find out later. Well, what's the deal with his shoulder? Talking about Von Karma's shoulder. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yup. Just after midnight, you say? Yup, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yup. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. If it was the 24th and it was after midnight, then it would have been Christmas already. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it. Clearly, I did. Yup. You see? Continue. I was in the restaurant where I rent boat as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yup. I heard a bang. Yup. And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yup. Good. Continue. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating out on the lake. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly, but I figured that there was 2 men out there. Yup. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yup. At the time, that is. At that time. Then I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots total. Yup. That's what Laura said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and the man walks by my window. By your window. Yup, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him! This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I have a bad feeling about this. The man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad? Dead, sir, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edwards? It was him, that Edwards boy! This sounds like a decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Von Karma. He lured me into a cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I better act quick or this trial is going to be over. Raise an objection or wait and see what happens. Not sure what to object to, like what? Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's court that it could not have been Edwards who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edwards' right hand found on the gun in the photograph showing the man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That's easily explainable. He could have wiped his fingerprints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything is in this witness testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead," but his words is all we have. If you were telling a lie, Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I could do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? Please, we need your help. Nick needs you. Tisk, tisk, tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high in expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide a case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No! This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, guilty! The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned. Wait! Who was that just now? Me! Huh? What? Larry? What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until yesterday, but today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshots. I heard it too. Order! What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot. That night. I was sitting there in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's giving us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all the court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistakes have been made, every witness should be heard. Well, what is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now, what? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. December 27th, 10:28 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time, to be continued, baby.